Hello everyone. Today we are doing Diamond and I just thought of a challenge. I was going to do Gran Turismo today, but then I thought of a challenge that might be interesting. The challenge being we cannot use the bug at all. Now, we do have to use it for HMs, sadly, so I can go completely without it because besides Fly, which things like Salamence and whatnot can learn, but it's not mandatory, and Waterfall, which the Golden Line learns, every other HM has to be taught. So sadly, we have to use HMs from the back, but besides that, I won't access it at all. No bike, nothing. And this is pretty much the one of the few generations where you can do this. Gen 5 is also one, but I just wanted to do a game I haven't really done much, and Diamond is very much the game I've done the least, I think, alongside which one? I think Sun, or is it Moon? Anyways, one of the two. So with that said, let me just make sure everything is running properly, and then we can just get started. All right, things are running. And let's do this. Moment. So, for the rules, very simple rules. I can't access the bug from the overworld menu. So from the X menu, I cannot access it whatsoever except to teach the mandatory HMs and only the mandatory HMs. Then I can't use shops of any kind. If it uses money, it's banned. That means even if it doesn't have a shop menu, but it uses money, it's still banned. So Game Corner is banned. Things like Momo Milks and whatnot. I can't remember if there is a shop for Momo Milks in this game. Well, there is one, but I can't remember if it lets you buy infinite. Anyways. So yeah, anything that uses money is banned. And then I can still use items I scavenge while in battle. That's it. So this also means we can't buy Pokeballs. So that's going to be tricky. So I'm trying to put all my knowledge of where the hidden items are into the game now. With that said, I'm just double checking I have everything open. Alright, let's get going. Okay. So, I actually had my girlfriend start playing Platinum the other day, but she plays on a phone, so we had to use RetroArch. Come on, the designs are so so bad here. The female one is actually quite nice, but the male one is just hideous. She looks like a pancake head. Anyways, I play as female. Okay, for once I will play as female. And for him, there is no censor in this game, so I can name him whatever I like. So what do I nickname him? Sadly, it's only 7 characters, so I can't name him something face. But I like to name the characters in later games. So let's see. Let's go with... Let's go with... just a lame one. Now, Diamond and Pearl are a bit different in some ways compared to later games, like Platinum, because they make soft resetting for a starter a pain in the butt. And let's pick a nice frame. Let's go with a pink, why not? So it makes soft resetting for a starter an absolute pain for one reason. You get attacked by Starly in the lake, and the entire thing rolls the starter at the beginning, so you can't even save state. You have to just fully reset and go from the start. So we have to come over here, save, and after saving, we have to enter the forest. The moment you step in the brown bit, that's when your starter is rolled. So the starter gets rolled here. I take one more step, and that's when the stats are finalized. And now, real quick, I want to change something because it's kind of pissing me off. So I need control config. Okay, apparently I can change the input. Oh well, let's go. So this time around, I'm going to go with Piplup. I'm never picking Chimchar, I just hate that line. Normally I always go Turtwig, but this time around let's go with Piplup. So now we have to hope to get a good Piplup. And I will be turboing a fair bit because it is Thursday and we have an hour and 10 minutes to get to Floaroma to do the Windwork stuff. Okay, so that entire situation, okay, docile nature, that's full neutral if I remember correctly. Yeah, good enough. Let's go. So I want to get to Valley Windworks and finish it up within 1 hour and 10 minutes. If we make it, we can get Drifloon literally on stream. Now, again, we cannot use shops and I cannot access the bug from here. I cannot press to enter the bug here except to teach HMs. That's the only thing. Alright. Like I said, I will be testing my full knowledge on where hidden items are in this game. We absolutely need also. Let me configure something real quick. So config sound settings. I need to lower the volume a tiny bit, maybe to like 35%. Normally I play it at 40 or 50. Might be a bit too loud still. Okay, let's go to 30. Right there. So I want to get a bubble for starters at level 7. We do. I'm trying to rush to the Pokeballs. Now let's get the Pokédex. And Barry is always just FUD. FUD. Okay, no nicknames. I don't really care about nicknames. So we get the Pokédex. get a tutorial. Sadly, we cannot use shops of any kind, so this is just decoration. So, no bug, no shops. I'm just curious how this will go. I know on black, besides a single... Oh, wait, I have to talk to mom first. Alright. I don't know why I heal. I always forget that mom just heals me. Now, like I said, in the rules, we have only 8 SEMs. So I can't use the bug to teach TMs. I have to only teach 8 SEMs. So when building our team, we have to think about what will be good without using up any TMs. Because I can just cut something like, let's say, a Golduck that's only good if you teach it a lot of moves. Now, I don't want to get a Bidoof as my HM slave. I want to just see what we can get. It is nighttime, so maybe we can play cricket, I was about to say. Now, I want a Sphinx with Intimidate here. We get a bubble, that's fine. Give me a Sphinx with Intimidate. No Intimidate, I don't want you. No Intimidate, I don't want you either. I only care about Sphinx with Intimidate. There it is. Because we don't have many balls. Since should get caught here. I can't afford to waste too many balls on things, because I might soft lock myself. Okay, welcome to the team. Timid nature, that's literally one of the worst possible natures, but we can make it work still. Or actually, nah, screw it. I want to raise the Sphinx. Let's move on. I'll keep it on the team just to have an Intimidate for some switch potential. And I'll just try to get a Zubat like later. I'm just barely not in torrent range, and I don't want to have to risk losing the people, so we are going back to heal. Now, it's not an Nuzlocke, so even if something dies at the end of the world, I can always just heal up at the Poké Center. And again, I'm not raising a Bidoof. I'm sick and tired of using Bidoof as my HM slave whenever I play through Sinnoh. I want some variation, let's say. There's many good mons that can learn plenty of HMs. Maybe I'll raise a Baniri. Yeah, Baniri would be perfect for a challenge like this, because it's one of the very few things that can learn Healing Wish. So it can just Healing Wish. Paralyze Heal. Now in Diamond and Pearl, those items are actually usable. Here in Platinum, it is a Stardust instead. Alright, so I'm going to grab the Quick Glow. Then I'm going to see if I can avoid the battles. and enter here to get a Zubat. Not Geodude, although Geodude is a great HM slave. Get the antidote as well. But I want Zubat. There's the Zubat. We're going to Sinks. Sinks is weak enough to where it won't kill. That was a critical hit. And then we have a Zubat. Please don't suck. Jolly nature, perfect. This is literally the best nature for it. Let's go. Speed stain a bit. Absorb would have decimated there, but I know the AI is stupid. Now the Magikarp I can just sit on all day, since it can't hit me. And slowly take it out. Not that it will give much experience, it gives what, 67 experience if I remember. But it is enough to just heal me up a bit. Oh, only 21. Never mind. Charlie comes in. Tackles. Now, Zubat is one of the few things that early game can help us get an Abra with enough luck. Heal. I have to scavenge for my healing items. Now, real quick, let's grab the old rod while I can. Then grab the item from over here. Oh wait, there's an item here in platinum, not in diamond pearl. Very bad. Then we have to heal up. Come on, critical hit. That's just annoying. Anyways, we get hidden power here, not that I can actually make use of it. In Platinum, they just give you a potion instead, which I kinda don't like. Also in Platinum, there's an item between the bookshelf and the books here. Right where I'm standing, there's an item. Anyways, enough about that. So far we have Zubat and we have Sinks. Sinks can learn a few moves that might come in handy. But we're talking about HMs to be exact. But I might have to evolve it, which is just a waste of experience when I can't give it TMs. Again, we cannot use the bug unless absolutely mandatory. Let's get the pockets. And as we can see, it's 11:03. I have to get to Floaroma in time. Okay, that goes down. Then we go into Zubat. Go into Sinks. Back into Zubat. Back into Sinks, and that's the beauty of having an Intimidate user. Okay, it's slow enough. Now it should have Absorb and whatnot. So as long as it doesn't use it, we should be able to just out-damage him. But I'm surprised I hit him so many times and didn't get one critical hit. Critical hits are 6.67% if I remember correctly in this generation. Alright, off we go. Not bothering trying to catch an Abra when I can't buy Pokeballs, so we have to just make do with what we do have. Can you not live on 1 HP? Come on. Now, once Zubat gets Astonis, should it be next level? Either next level or the level after, it will be at least able to keep up in a battle in a way. But until it does, we just have to suffer. Okay, Bite is annoying. We sack the Sinks here. Bring in the Zubat and finish it off. Yeah, that does nothing. Zubat does take a while to get going, but once it does get going, it's a lot better than most other mons in the early game. It does have to get to like level 13 though, to become properly viable. I don't have an issue with that, since I don't have much to raise in the way of a team. Okay, Starly, we're going to the Piplup. Leer, that's fine. As long as it doesn't critical hit with Karate Chop, we're good. It shouldn't have Karate Chop at that level. Okay, critical hit, that's nice. Back into Zubat. I kinda wish I had the XP roll already, but we don't get it until a good while later. Have to get to Eterna City to get it, sadly. Now, like I said, Zubat is one of the few mons that actually makes it possible for us to get an Abra relatively consistently in the early game. By actually having a way to make Abra not run away immediately with that move exactly. Okay, we hit the Supersonic. Trade. Back into the Zubat. Come on, hit this. Learn the Astonish, just in time for the battle. And Astonish has a pretty solid, I think, 30% chance to flinch. So that just makes it very spammable until we get Bite, which has 20% chance to flinch, or is it also 30? Anyways, we have to check some things here. So over here, upstairs, we have this girl, Dusk Ball, which can actually guarantee the Abra cuts if I do decide to go for an Abra. And then we have this guy, he asks for Zubat and gives us a Pokeball if we have it. Well, Heal Ball. But that's yet another reason why I got the Zubat. In Platinum, he asks for Geodude, so I would have just instead gotten a Geodude. Now we save the game. Again, I'm testing my full knowledge on these games as far as hidden items go. Alright. Stardust doesn't matter. Come on, move. Come on. Come on, my dude, just move. Okay, there. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm thinking Platinum. Because there's only one item there. And the rails in Platinum extend all the way down. Okay, Onix would be just amazing to have, but it's quite tricky to catch, so I'd rather not bother. Would be waste of Pokeballs. Need to maximize what I can catch with the Pokeballs that are not repeatable. And no, I'm not abusing pickup. Have to run away. But too tempting. Now, not being able to heal on the spot is going to come back to bite me when we get to later bits of the game where I have to go through multiple battles, like the Victory Road. So I'll have to just do my best to go through with the minimum amount of damage possible. If Piplup is at this point in the experience, then it should just barely be able to evolve in time for the buds. Come in here, we heal up, then we take on the gym. Should be 2 trainers inside. Using Piplup, we should be able to evolve, get Primplup just in time. Okay, back, perfect. So let's lose Pound. It is slightly weaker than Pound, but it's fine. Please don't tell me. Just barely. Thank you. because it happened to be at that point in the experience, it means I have to come level up here. If it was at the start of level 15, I would just do the leader, but if I did the leader where my experience bar was, I would miss Metal Claw, because I would have evolved at level 17. Alright. Zubat first, since we don't care if Prinplup gets any more experience for now. We can just switch train the Zubat. Stealth Rock is going to be a bit sucky, but not the end of the world. We take the Stealth Rock, then Bubble just deletes. We suck the Sinks to get an Intimidate. Clean switch into the Prinplup. Obviously Metal Claw will just kill. And then we get Stealth Rock. Not that important. Especially when I can't use it, but the only time in a playthrough where you might want to use Stealth Rock is against Aaron. Just to soften up the Vespiquen early on. Now, I want to get, let's say, Geodude, because Geodude will be a great HM slave. So I need to think about HM slaves. So I have to weaken it enough where it's guaranteed to catch. And then I'm not going to actually raise it. And then we have the rule that says I can open the bag just to teach HMs. So Rock Smash on the Geodude. This is mandatory kinda, because without that we literally cannot beat the game. But Geodude is a great HM slave. And Bidoof doesn't actually become amazing until it becomes B-Barrel, which we can just get later if we need to. But for water HMs I can just give them to the Piplup. Now, Flash is not an HM, so technically speaking I'm not allowed to teach it, but we could consider it an HM, courtesy of it being a past HM. Who knows? Now, this challenge also means I cannot use the bike at all. So any area that needs the bike is just essentially just banned. Okay, level 12, one more level. We can get ourselves so one more level and we get Bite, and a few more levels and we get Wing Attack. Let's do this. We have the double battle here to do. I really vibe to the battle music here. And now, the Chimchar is probably going for Ember, but pick up. Anyways, off we go. I will do the lottery real quick. I know it means taking some extra time, but I don't think it will matter. Okay, no lottery, and we get the daily battle. So once a day there will be a battle here. This was in later games replaced by having the battles at the different all the different Poké Centers. I had a brain fart there. Stomps the Marill. Back the Marill. Then Supersonic the Wooper, switch into the Sinks. Supersonic and Leer. It's fine. Supersonic final hit. And then we go for a Bubble. Finally hits the Supersonic. An Astonish and Bubble. They were a bit higher level than I expected. I thought they'd be like level 14, but they were level 17. Yeah, I should be more mindful. Still, we got some good experience. Let's go. Do I grab a Badiou while here? Very tempting. Very tempting to grab a Badiou. I would love to teach the Vegeta. Alright. I do think I'll grab a Badiou. Provided we can find one. Come on, they shouldn't be that rare. They are rarer at night, but not impossible. Okay, I'll just check. Route 204, okay. Badiou is 15% at night. Yeah, so not impossible. There it is. Male. I want a female one. Because it's kinda obvious. It's a very female looking one. Come on, desire sensor. There is the female one. Don't critical hit. Perfect. And a Pokeball. Now don't suck in nature. And it sucks in nature, great. At least we can just keep it in the back as a placeholder. But I'm quickly running out of Pokeballs. Okay, get Bite, which is a huge upgrade over Astonis, since even when Astonis is super effective like against Meditite, Bite is still better. Okay, thankfully we are a poison type, so I don't have to worry about getting poisoned. Double Pachirisu. And should die this turn, since Bubble want to split damage. Never mind. Okay, Leech Life and just disrespect back kill. All these beautiful berries I cannot give as a held item because that would involve opening the bag. Alright, let's go. After I grab the berries, of course. Do I grab a Celos or Buizel from over here? I pretty much never use Buizel in playthroughs. Fake Out doesn't flinch because we have inner focus. Let's take care of these guys. Should be easy pickings. However, we have Bite. Silcoon, up until like third, like Emerald, basically all of third gen, couldn't do a thing. But starting in Gen 4, they actually gave Silcoon and Cascoon a move just so they could give them to grunts to use, which is kind of interesting. Also, do I quickly go grab an Abra? Abra, I'd have to get it to Kadabra, and without TMs, it would be very limited in what moves it has, since it's essentially just Psybeam. No Shockwave and whatnot for coverage. So I don't think it's worth wasting my ball on. So I want to see if maybe we can get something that will work much better. Misclick. I want to go for a Leech Life, but oh well. Mars, if I remember correctly, has the Zubat first, then Peragli. Can't remember the level of the Peragli though. Okay, so we have to pretty much beat her in the next half an hour. So anyway, I can prepare properly. I could train in the grass a bit for a level. But nah. Let's do this. Supersonic first turn. Potions. Perfect. We're going to Sinks. And Geodude for the fake out. Then we're going to Sinks for the scratch. After to intimidate it leaves, then we're going to Geodude. Then again Sinks. Then we're going to Prinplup and we just Metal Claw 3 times. Get the attack boost, perfect. I thought it would take 3 times, I guess it takes a few more. Oh well. Do I want Rock Polish? Better than Mud Sport. Okay, in here. So, she mentions the balloon, which is Drifloon. I've never used a Drifloon for a playthrough, so I'm very tempted to catch it. Since it is Thursday still, when the clock rolls over to midnight, we can get Drifloon. But if it was already I'm pretty sure it's on Fridays. Hopefully it's on Thursdays. Okay. I healed for nothing. So I have to go back and heal again. Anyways, Prinplup should be getting Water Gun soon. Should be like 2 more levels. Celos I really like, but at the same time we already have a perfectly good Prinplup. When I'm very limited in what I can catch, I don't want to fill the team with too many Pokemon from the same type. I don't want too many water types or too many electric types or too many flying types, etc. I need to have a balance between my team. Now, scavenging time. We take out the trainers, then we just grab all the items we can. There's some super potions right here, like above. That's an antidote. Plenty of heals scattered about, but I need to save them for the league. Pokeball, that's extremely important, since it means we can catch one more thing potentially. At that level it has Spark, but I'm staying in. Ceresu, let's go into Prinplup. Okay, do I want to bide? No. Give up. I've used bide as a meme on a competitive Dragonite set. It actually worked well. I don't know how, but it caught way too many people off guard. So you could, in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you could transfer from the virtual consoles. And I transferred a Gen 1 Dragonite with Bide from the TM in Gen 1. Okay, final wing attack. So it got way too many people when I used it, because nobody expected that. And since it was from Virtual Console, it was multi-scale. So the first hit, it could just tank like a boss. And then, if they couldn't finish it off in the second hit, they immediately lost a mono. And then as a last ditch, I had Cast Up Berry with Horn Drill on it. Was it Horn Drill? Basically, the one hit KO move that it could learn in Gen 1. I can't remember if it was Horn Drill or Fissure or whatever from the TM. I did some wild shenanigans with Virtual Console. Like Mega Kangaskhan, that was a full tank set, as in just complete bulk. But it instead did the damage through Parental Bond Seismic Toss, because Gen 1, so it could get Seismic Toss, so it would just guarantee do 200 damage every time, because 100 and 100 are level 100. Now with Wing Attack, we can actually quickly dispatch things in this place for some easy experience, including all the bug types the trainers have. We'll go into Pimplop. And we bubble. And then Cheryl just heals us at the end of battle, so it's fine if we take some damage. And I'm going to be using mostly the Pimplop through this place. These guys have hidden power fighting every time, if I remember correctly, so we don't have to worry about it. And this is regardless of the game. Basically, they have the hidden power to hit the chance. Great Ball, very important. And then we get all the battles. We have Peck for the bug types. No Protect, that's good. Cricketune. Taxi, but it gives a lot of experience, so that's a level for me. I do want to find something else to raise though, and that's exactly what we're raising. I mentioned it earlier that I was going to raise a Baniri. Now to kill the Chansey, so it cannot finish off the Baniri, then I want to go into Geodude and just tackle it a bit. I think this is good enough. Please get caught. Okay, I'm risking it. Do not critical hit. This is as good as it goes. Alright, Paniri, welcome to the team. I most likely will raise it unless the nature sucks. Rush nature, that is special defense if I remember correctly. Rush is... no. Yeah, minus special defense plus special attack. Okay. Not the best. But this is just going to be for utility, so I'm perfectly fine with that. As long as it doesn't lose speed, it's all good. Basically farming experience now that I'm with Cheryl, while I can, since it just free heals me at the end of every battle. The Zubat is going to just decimate the gym anyways, so I don't need to use the Zubat to train. We are just focusing on the Prinplup. Okay, Egg Bomb hits, so that's good. We are through all the battles, we just need to get to the end. I want Prinplup to get one more level ideally. Should be soon. Haze, that's fine. Murkrow would be great, but I already have a pretty good flying type. Alright. Through the forest. Let's just go into the Zubat. Whether Zubat evolves or not doesn't matter for the gym, since in the gym it's just Roselias. The wing attacks should just delete most of them. Alrighty. Then we have a super potion at the bottom, an item and some berries at the top. In Platinum you have the gift Happiny egg. No, the gift Togepi egg. The Happiny egg is in Hearthome in this game. Weasel would be a pretty good mon if I didn't already have Prinplup, since it gets a lot of great moves on its own. It gets Ice Fang, it gets Crunch. He's pretty fast, has pretty good abilities, either Swift Swim or the one that prevents burns. Can't remember the name of it. Alrighty, so grab the super potion. Let's do the gym. In Platinum they actually removed the little in between bit, like the initial room, which is interesting. We just have a bunch of Roselias, all of which will just be one-shots. While we look for the trainers. There are more trainers in this gym than in Platinum. Now, if after doing the trainers I'm a bit close to level 22, let's just get to level 22, then do Gardenia. Just because I don't want to hit level 23 and miss a move. Let's just real quickly go to the ninjas and whatnot. Also get the XP share, which sadly we cannot use because I'd have to open the bag to use, but I'm getting it still. Then we meet Cynthia, get cut. One I don't care about. This is what I care about. Then some trainers. That should just die easily. Confuse Ray, better than Supersonic any day. It hits the Supersonic, but not a big deal. Meditate is a target here. Then we have some items inside. We have the hacker over here as well. What else do we have? Bubble beam, oh nice. Hood is pickings. Hypnosis hits, but it shouldn't have like psychic or anything, so I'm good. Don't, sadly I can't use it. Then we have two items in here. Revive. For the other one I need the HM, right? Yeah, I need strength to access anything else. That sucks. Why do so many things in this game learn Bide? Feels weird. Like every other mon will just know Bide. Tingling, you're dead. Level 22, we evolve. Let's go. Now, even as a Zubat, you can do the gym. Like, I had my girlfriend do it at level 19 with her Zubat, and she did it like no problem. Anyways, let's do this. Cerubi, wing attack, deleted. Turtwig, wing attack, deleted. Roserade, wing attack, deleted. Well, almost deleted, but Roserade doesn't even have Sludge, let alone Sludge Bomb. It has Poison Sting, a 15 base power move. Like, at that point, simply using Tackle is better. Alright. Let's see. I need to use cut to progress. So we accessed the bug just to teach cut. And I'll give it to the Baniri. Baniri is a great playthrough mode because it can learn 3 HMs that you need and Healing Wish. Before I forget, let's get Thief. Not that I can use it, but it just feels wrong leaving it here. Also, there's a super potion on this side if I remember correctly, but we can always just come back and grab it a bit later. Alright, what do we raise next? Because I can't just have 2 mons on the team. To be honest. Do I just raise the sinks a bit? Very tempted. We'll have to see. Most trainers here are just easy pickings at this point because we have Golbat, which is an amazing one even without evolving. And it also evolves with happiness, so soon it will be even more amazing. It probably will evolve before we make it to Hardhome at this rate. Really solid coverage even without using TMs. Just all around great. And Primplop is just also great. Skuntank, we're just going to Sinks. We sack the Baddio. We're going to Sinks again, get a second Intimidate. Maybe get a Leer off. Confuse Ray. -6 defense, yeah. This will destroy me even without a critical. And then it gets the critical. But that's fine. Anyways, we get the bike now. And off we go. I really need to find something to raise though for my team. I need something that will not rely too heavily on TMs. Okay, I need the Explorer Kit, okay. Now, we have a very important bit to see here. Can I access the bike road without manually opening the bike? Yes, I can. That was the moment of truth. Okay. So that kid will just pester us and not let us check out the ghost place until we get to the end of the bike road. I'm using the Golbat here for the bike road, then I'll switch to the Prinplup. Simply because the things in the bike road really need to be taken out quickly, since all the Starlies and Staravias have Endeavor, and that's just a pain. Also, I can't wish it was like Gen 1/Gen 3 bike road, like Kanto bike road, where you can just press a button and stop in place. Just trying to get all the battles, the ones that go all around, is a pain. Tab team. Thankfully we didn't miss, because after that comes the Endeavor spam, and I'm not into that. I hate when NPCs use Endeavor. I like when I use it, but I hate when it's used against me. Okay, 2 more battles, and then we're through. Now, very important thing, because I cannot open the bag, I can't use the bike. So if I go down to Orberg, I have to go all the way around back to Eterna. No, the left-right thing here literally does not matter. He'll give you both things regardless. But if I go down the slope to go to Orberg to heal, I cannot go back up, and I have to go back by Floaroma because I can't access the bag to open the bike normally. But I'll just go up from here, heal up a bit. And while at it, I also want to test if I remembered it correctly. No, I didn't. Okay. There should be an item over here. Also some berries. And since it is 3 minutes to midnight, we can just go grab the Drifloon. Silver powder, not that I can use it. Sleep talk, also not that I can use it. Alright, quickly healing up. Now, when the date changes, we'll have the Drifloon over here. On the other side of the fence, past the water bit, we have a hidden item, and on the opposite shore we have the Thunderbolt TM. Now, we have a cat tree we can grab here real quick. Captivate is such a random TM. Lowers special attack by 2 levels, but only if the opponent is the opposite gender. Just a track. It's going to be much better. Anyways, 11:59. We're just waiting for the Drifloon. So 45 seconds. In the meantime, I might as well check something. So the Drifloon is going to be Gust, Focus Energy, Payback and Stockpile. It evolves at level 28. Abilities are Aftermath or Unburden. Since we can't really give it items, we can't really make use of Unburden, so we want one with Aftermath. We want one that is mostly special attacker or mixed attacker. So as far as moves, I see Shadow Ball, Ominous Wind, Explosion. Then just nothing interesting. But can it learn any HMs? It can learn Fly and Defog. Also Cut. Okay. Drifloon. So, save the game. Didn't mean to critical hit. I have to get it as low as possible because again I'm limited in how many balls I can have, so let's see. Pokeball, let's go. And I don't get to reset either, so this better not be a sucky one. If it's a good one, I might add it to the team. Having a ghost type always is nice. Gentle nature, it is bad. Minus defense. Minus defense plus special defense. Yeah, not worth it. We'll find a good mon to add to the team. I'm sure of it. We do have some good mons coming up. Anyways, let's make our way back. Do I get a Weasel? I think, yeah, not necessary. Okay, Hearthome. And in Hearthome, unlike in Platinum, we do not do the gym, we just skip right through. The gym in Diamond and Pearl is the 5th gym. So let's do the stuff down here. I'll use the Primplop. Down here we might find something decent. Sadly we cannot get Gible, that would definitely be good. Stanky. Wait, I have never used a Skuntank in a playthrough. Would Stanky be good? Let me see. Route to 06, we have Ponyta, which could be good, and then Stanky. We can also get Bronzor. Ooh, Bronzor is great for playthroughs. even without DMs. It's a nice tank with a lot of utility options. Bronzor evolves at 33, right? Yeah. So by level 33 it will have extra sensory, hypnosis maybe if we keep it, confuse ray, later on it can get feint attack and gyro ball. Not half bad. As far as tanky, Scantank is at level 34. Abilities are Stance and Aftermath. Stance won't matter whatsoever since we can't use held items. Aftermath maybe would be decent. Now Stanky. Poison Gas, Toxic, gets Night Slash right before evolving. Until then it sucks. Then Scantank gets Flamethrower, but just Night Slash and Flamethrower, that's it. It can learn Defog though, so it does have some use for that. Nah, not worth wasting the Pokeball. What about Ponyta? Maybe Ponyta will be good if we get a Flash Fire one. So Ponyta learns Ember at 14, Fire Blast later on, gets Quick Attack, Bounce, which really sucks. Nah, without DMs it sucks also. So Bronzor would be a good pick. Then besides Bronzor, we have Mount Coronet after. So in Mount Coronet what can we get? We can get Machop, Geodude, Cleffa, Meditite. Meditite could be actually really good. Pure Power is a very underappreciated ability. And since it has physical special split, the elemental punches are all physical now. Although we will have to use a ton of hard scales. So it gets Confusion at level 9, Hidden Power at... Wait. It gets Confusion at level 8, Hidden Power at 15, Force Palm at 29, High Jump Kick at 32. It will be quite good, and after evolving it gets all the elemental punches with hard scale. So we can have like Fire Punch, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch with a fighting move for coverage, and that will do wonders. Yeah, Meditite would be a great next mon to catch. Afterwards, Route 208. Do we have anything good? Some more Meditites. No, Meditite is the next thing we add to the team. Okay. So we don't get this. Now, in this route is my most hated NPC. There is one NPC that I hate with passion and I have hated since the games first came out. It is the hiker right above here. And the reason I hate him is his name. Okay, Bronzor, if it lives, I'm catching. Perfect. So, this hiker here. The reason, his name. Let's count together. Hiker Theodore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. How many letters can the player character be named? 7. The entire reason I go as THO to shorten my name is because of the character limit in this video game series. Because for the longest time you could only have a 7 character name, but the NPCs don't have that restriction. That guy has my name and doesn't have to cut off the E at the end to fit it. Now that is BS. That is just straight up BS. We can get Gibble for now. Might come back later to get it. Now in here we have a bunch of useful things, but I'm not going too far. I'm just going to go as far as the first battle. Basically you have to go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag for ages. Get to the end, then get back. But I'm only going to get an item or two and then get out. Because the encounter rate is a bit too high. Actually, screw it. Let's just not do this at all. Especially when I can't use flash. And the lack of repels throughout the challenge is going to be quite problematic, honestly. Getting an encounter every 5 steps. At least some encounters like this one give a lot of experience, so that's good. Anyways, do I quickly go grab the... yeah. I will quickly go grab the Bronzor and I will leave the Badiou out of the team as well. To make room for the Meditite. So that as soon as I get the Meditite I can start using it. Now for the Love of Arceus, the Meditite we are going to catch better not be minus attack nature. Passful nature, that's actually pretty good. Passful is the completely neutral for special attack, so it's a perfect nature for this. It also has hit proof, which is more commonly used than levitate. Also means we can use it against Flint later. So we replace the Badiou. Do I leave this out? I kinda like having the Intimidate. This has the Rock Smash. This has the cat. I'll need to decide on my final team. I can't raise too many things because I need multiple HM slaves. But I don't know which ones I'll actually end up using. Anyways, now that we have Bubble Bean on the Primblock, we can just delete things without worrying about them just barely leaving. Then we have a rare candy, which sadly I can't use at all. And I think a healing item at the bottom. We'll see. We also have a vitamin past the battle girl. So dirty hit. Rare candy. Then we have the vitamin. So I have to point it out. This, like in Diamond and Pearl, the stunts they gave Matsop is literally the stunts you see those kids back in the day, like when I was a kid, when we were making the fart sounds with our armpits. That is exactly the stunts it shows. I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just a funny coincidence. I don't remember if it's over here or up there. We'll see. Unless I'm thinking platinum. But there should be a vitamin. Bubble beam the Ponyta, then bite the Pachirisu. Hopefully flinch. Yep. Get the nice flinch. Another bite, the Metaclaw finishes it off. And off we go. Let's catch a Meditite. Also meet Cyrus. Which in this game is not chibi. Like a certain other game that turned him chibi and that makes him so unthreatening, you just don't even care about him anymore. So Cyrus being 28 is just hilarious. You can tell how troubled he is. Cleffa, do I catch this? Nah. So don't really care about it. If we could evolve it, that would be one thing. But when we can't, that automatically makes it not worth it. Then we take care of all the trainers here. Like it's just some nice coverage, honestly. So many fighting types in this part of the game. And Peck is just doing a lot of work on them. And once we evolve, we'll have Stab Metal Claw on top. That will also be nice. Pokeballs, always important. Psyduck, I don't care about. Care about this. Not so much, I thought it was Super Potion. Orky Stone, one of two in the game. The other one somehow made its way all the way back to the starting town. And Bronzor's first battle. Let's go. Transport doesn't matter. Lead Seed very much does matter though. So let's go into Golbat. We get the berries. We also will get the berries from inside. And we can get some berries every day. Now, this here counts as a shop because it uses up money. So, like I was saying in the rules, everything that uses up money counts as a shop. So that's how we are going to do it. Now let's get that Meditite. For the love of Arceus, don't have Saki stats. Hit the Hypnosis, perfect. And into Hearthome we go. Banner just running away because it can't take the abuse. I wanted to come here. Yeah, off in case necessary. For now, let's just get the Soothe Bell, because when we talk to her, I should have put the Golbat first. I was about to explain. Oh, okay, good. So when we talk to her first, she'll give us an idea of how friendly it is. So we can tell how close we are to max happiness based on what she tells us. So going by that, we are able to tell how close Golbat is to evolving. Now let's meet Bebe. This one. No, it is the other house. It is this house. Yeah, here. See, I know about little hidden items all over that you get from NPCs and whatnot. Anyways, Fantina or Fantima or whatever her name is. Okay, we get the glitter powder. We get the dress. Now, do I have anything eligible? Maybe the Baniri. Yeah, perfect. So in here we can get some cool items. That's why I wanted to see if I can access this place. Even if I can't actually use the items. So one of these will have a hidden item inside of it, which is just the amulet coin. They were really decent TMs. But this, like the Amity Square, was most likely just an initial attempt at making the following mechanic. Now in Platinum you can teleport through the houses to access other things. From what I remember, anyways. We got what you can get here, so that's all good. Wait. Okay, we have a rival battle next. We confuse Ray and switch out. Oh wait, I thought I had the Bronzer still, never mind. For the Weasel. Hit the Hypnosis, then we go into the Golbat. We have hit proof, so we should be fine. Come on, critical hits. Alright. Anyways, Grottle is pretty strong, but not as strong as a Golbat. Recutter, do I want this? It does hit both opponents in a double battle. So honestly, I kinda do want it over Elite's Life. Alright, we leveled up a bit, so that might just barely be enough. Okay, not enough. So Golbat needs a tiny bit more happiness. When she gives us the item, it means we have enough happiness. Now, simply walking around with our team is enough to raise the happiness. For every 255 steps, you gain 1 point of happiness. Or is it 256 anyways. Basically for every egg cycle. Now, let's see. I called it. I literally called it. I said, I swear to Arceus, don't give me a minus attack nature, and we got a minus attack nature on the thing that has the only stat that matters being the attack stat. You can go with minus speed, minus special defense, minus special attack, minus defense, minus anything but the attack, and it will work. The attack stat is the only one that absolutely matters. Because without a good attack stat, pure power won't really give you that much of a boost. Okay, so good thing we got the Bronzer. At least it gives us something to work with. Stay in. Confusion. Now if we find Chansey's in this place, that will be nice, because Chansey can just give us a lot of experience. Also, if I decide to catch one, technically speaking, I can get the 5% chance to find one that holds the lucky egg, and without opening the bag, using the menu in the box management, transfer the item around my team to get extra experience, but that would just be a waste of Pokeballs, honestly, and yet, unless I get ultra lucky first time around. And now, Confuse Ray the Mime Jr., then Bubble Beam the Bonus Life. Hypnosis the Mime Jr. and Bubble Beam. Okay, we hit the Hypnosis. That's good. The Paralysis isn't. It's not the end of the world. Bronzor is already slow, as is. So the paralysis doesn't change too much. But you, back into Bronzor. I really wish water sport, mud sport, etc. were more usable. Because they are interesting moves, it's just that, how do I put it, they suck in practice. Now there's a calcium we can grab, but it requires a bike which we cannot use. So that's sad. Doof. Nah, it's a stain. Now, in this game, you have to do the tower with the dead bones, because that's where you get the strength HM. Whereas in other games, you get strength from later on in Iron Island, in Platinum, right before entering the Iron Island. So you go to Iron Island and Riley gives it to you as soon as you are there, before you even enter. Okay, now let's see, what will this guy ask for today? This guy will ask for something once a day, and if you get it to him, he'll give you 3 Pokeballs of a random type. I think it might be worth doing when we sadly cannot get more Pokeballs normally, like we cannot buy Pokeballs, so using 1 Pokeball to maybe get 3 quick balls is going to be huge. Also, I might do the ruins. Alright, we get the seal case. And then we go down here. Normally you need defog in some of the games. Well, in Platinum. This one you don't, as far as I remember at least. Might still need defog, but regardless, we go. Level 28. Opal Stone, that's for Happiny. Yeah, no defog. Then we're good. I hate how the running mechanics work, because they just punish slow mons way too heavily. Anyways, Bubble Beam. Is it level 32 or 36? I think it is 36. But we get Empoleon at Torterra is 32. Okay. Do not dare to pursue. Good. Pursuit would have sucked there. Okay, extrasensory over confusion. No, let's lose imprison for now and keep confusion for the small chance at confusing. That is always nice to have. Now, in the center of this room, there's actually a hidden item. So I'll be grabbing that in a moment. It was about time for someone to use Pursuit. But that's fine. So if we scan at the center, there's an item. Now, Ghastly, is that any good without TMs? I'm pretty sure it isn't. Should be here, yeah. Like I've said, having more items that help us catch things are always welcome, and we get strength. Now, strength is a very good move in general. So it's one of the few HMs that you actually want to also have on your team, just to spam. So I'll need to decide on what to put it on. And we'll see. I probably will give it to the Bronzor, but not yet. I don't have the badge for it anyways. So it doesn't matter if I teach it now or later. Now we have healed up. And let's do the ruins. Now, Defog is in Pastoria. It's not down here. In Platinum, on the other hand, Defog is here. Of course, it has a super effective hidden power. Now, all the Bronzors owned by NPCs will have the Levitate ability, which on paper is fine, but personally I hate that because normally I just play with Turtwig as my starter. I will very rarely pick Piplup and never Chimchar. I would rather just not play the game if I have to use Chimchar. I just hate it that much, honestly. I don't know why people like it so much. Just a dumb monkey. Anyways. Now to see if I can remember the path. So, do we backtrack, grab a Chingling, then progress? For now, since we've done a lot, let's save the game, because the last save was at the Drifloon, for reference, so we've come a long way. Now, Chingling is in Mount Coronet. It's not too far, so let's quickly go grab it. give me a Tingling. There we go. Peck shouldn't kill. Oh, I cannot switch out while the rap is going on. One more turn. Now I can switch into the Bronzor. Fusion, then Hypnosis. And now Pokeball should always catch. Alright, we have the Tingling. It's also a pretty decent Psychic type, honestly. From Gen 5 onwards, it's even better because of stored power. That it gets us an egg move, if I remember correctly. It might be a level 1 move instead. Anyways, with the Tingling now, we can get some free Pokeballs. So we spent 1 ball to get 3. Just need to put it on the team. Hasty nature, so minus defense plus speed. It's actually quite decent for it. Okay, give me the worst ball of them all. Out of all the balls he can possibly give you, repeat balls are the worst. He can give you any of the 1000 Pokédollar balls, so net balls, dive balls, etc. And out of them all, he gave me repeat balls. I was going to show, but then I remembered I'm not allowed to even open the bag, so sorry about that. I was hoping for quick balls, but yeah. Wait, I need Prinplup to be second because we have the Ponta plus Rapidash double battle coming up. Now I need to find something good to use my Dusk Ball on. Since we are playing at night, I have a very good opportunity to use the Dusk Ball. We stay in, then we switch out, then we go back in. Now sadly we cannot access the trainers up here, and that is sad because one of them has a Happiny. There's a double battle and then a Happiny trainer right above it. So that's like nearly 2000 experience we are missing out on total. So there's a double battle with the little girls, which gives a bit of experience, like 400. Then there's one with the Happiny right above. Also an item. But yeah, we just can't get that at all. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Okay, there. First hits. What's the point of using follow me in a single button? The AI is just weird sometimes. And there's the second Happiny. I want to only use the Bronzer here. But killing a Happiny with special attacks is just going to take forever, so... Now, this is technically a shop on one hand. On the other hand, also technically speaking, we're just doing the battles and not buying anything. We're just window shopping. Now we have 4 battles in this place. Perfect, train up our team. Why someone would have 3 Mr. Mimes though is beyond me. Okay, Sudowoodo, so we go into Prinplup, Bubble Beam, then another Sudowoodo. And Bubble Beam again. Then another Sudowoodo. Then get more cities out. Then another Bubble Beam. Now I'm not allowed to buy stuff because I can't use the shops. Oh, it's only 3 battles. And we do not get free Momo Milks. Okay, that sucks. I was hoping to get some free ones. Oh. Bronzer versus Bronzer. Just Hypnosis. Remind. Let's go Prinplup. Because it hits. Now in the rain, I don't think anything can really leave a Bubble Beam. Unless it resists it. To begin with. Okay, payback.